Hi, Dr. P here to talk briefly about co-ops and solo games and how to make them more like games and less like puzzles. Because your typical co-op game nowadays, which derives from Euro-style puzzle games, tends to be like a puzzle. So what's the difference? Well, games have lots of player interaction and they have struggle, as Greg Kostikian puts it. There's a conflict involved. There are no always correct solutions. Puzzles, on the other hand, have always correct solutions. Once you know the solution, you will always succeed. There's no struggle against someone else, and there's no or very low player interaction. There's a huge difference in how to design these two. And once again, most co-ops that I've seen lean strongly to the puzzle side. Now, the advice I'm going to give applies not only to co-ops, but to all those who want to design games and not what amounts to puzzles. Even though puzzles have always been more popular than games amongst people, and puzzle games are more popular than games nowadays. As I say, games require struggle and cannot have always correct solutions. An always correct solution in a game is called a dominant strategy, which is a big no-no. One way to think of this is games are like essay tests and puzzles are like multiple choice. The road to always correct solutions is predictability. A solution that always works, after all, means you can easily predict what the opposition is doing. And of course, in most pure puzzles, the opposition is entirely passive. Chess, checkers, Go are all puzzles because they have perfect information, which maximizes predictability. So, the method to make a game rather than a puzzle is to make sure the game isn't too predictable. Uncertainty has to be built in. Some of that can come from having more than one player involved, or more than two players, depending. It also involves having many options for what the programmed opponent does, so it's harder to predict what it's going to do. If we're talking, to digress a little bit, about games where players are playing without a cooperative feature, then two players are not sufficient for uncertainty. You need three or more. Chance has to be built in, again, unlike chess, checkers, Go, tic-tac-toe, and many others that have perfect information. If there's enough uncertainty, then chance may not be needed. Uncertainty and chance is simple enough to say, but it's not so easy in practice. You don't want an entirely random game, surely, so you have to decide how much uncertainty and how much chance is going to be in the game. Thanks for listening.